Dr. Sam Pitroda, India's National Knowledge Commission's chairman, Dr. Ellen Toss, President-elect, IFAL, the conference host, Professor Deepak Pental, and Vice Chancellor of this university, Professor S.K. Tandon, Chairman Organizing Committee of the conference, and Pro-Vice Chancellor of this university, Dr. Mazumdar, the Organizing Secretary, and the brain behind this entire show, invited speakers, delegates, ladies and gentlemen. It's my proud privilege to welcome you all to this inaugural function of the historic International Conference on Academic Libraries 2009. I am deeply honored and privileged to be part of this conference as its patron. At the outset, I must state that the conference is historic in many ways than one. The deliberation planned are highly focused, looking at the future of academic libraries. In fact, looking at what changes that academic libraries and librarians need to make in the context of opportunities offered by the ICT and the challenges that libraries in the developing and underdeveloped countries are facing, such as the integration of ICT in their libraries. The real concern is why libraries in countries like India and other developing countries have not been able to develop like libraries in the West, despite sometimes the fact that there is no dearth of resources for the purpose. Certainly, we need to know what went wrong in leading academic libraries as top-class facilities in the country. If India has to emerge as one of the leading knowledge economies in the world, we must give top priority to building state-of-art libraries. The conference is also historic in the sense that the outcomes from the conference are not going to be limited or confined to just bringing out conference proceedings as usual, but to evolving futuristic vision of academic libraries and to coming up with a suitable roadmap or action plan for vision implementation. India has one of the largest higher education system in the world, with about 416 universities and nearly 21,000 undergraduate colleges. We shall be shortly approaching the target of 1,500 universities, thanks to Dr. Pitroda, who has been crusading for all along expansion of higher education system in the country and also for enhancing its quality. To increase the quality and standard of education and to make higher education more relevant to the needs and opportunities of a contemporary knowledge society, it is important that academic libraries must simultaneously evolve means and procedures not only to duplicate the resources but to complement them effectively. Therefore, there could have been no more appropriate occasion to convene this conference at this juncture and the topic of globalizing academic libraries than this one. The conference also historic in another sense, and that its deliberations are not limited just to the professionals in the library field, but to go beyond the boundaries of libraries and its stakeholders. For instance, the conference is going to seek advice from a panel of vice chancellors of elite universities on Delhi and how best the librarians should recognize or reorganize to come up to the aspirations of the academic community. The conference also is likely to have deliberations with the publishing community to formulate collaborative programs for globalizing academic libraries. The expectations from the conferences are indeed very tall. Given the larger participation in the conference, as is the witnessed, I am given to understand that it is close to 650, and given the international participation that they have received, I am indeed sure that meeting expectations, be it deciding the futuristic vision of academic libraries or the roadmap of the implementation, may not be very difficult. I am indeed very happy that we have us today with us, Dr. Sam Pitroda, the chairman of National Knowledge Commission of India, a leading inventor and renowned entrepreneur and the policymaker. Dr. Pitroda, we are honored with your presence here today, and I extend you a very hearty welcome to this inaugural session as its chief guest, and to convey my personal appreciations that you could make to this conference despite your extremely busy schedule. I was indeed privileged when I was member of the Planning Commission to have several interactions in the Planning Commission, as I was privileged to be the in charge of higher education and education scenario in the country at large. I am also very happy that we have with us today Dr. Elaine Tress, the President-elect of the International Federation of Academic Libraries and Institutions, Madam. IFLA is regarded as the global voice of the library and information profession. Being an international body representing the interest of libraries across the world, I am sure your presence in this conference is certainly going to make significant differences in its deliberations. Dr. Tress, I welcome you most heartily and to this conference and convey my appreciation that you could make it to this conference. Your presence at this conference reflects how strong your commitment to the profession of libraries in general. I also have no words to appreciate the pains and the leadership taken and given by my colleague and friend, Professor Deepak Pental, the Vice Chancellor of the System University, of hosting this historic conference at his university. Professor Pental is deeply committed to making the libraries in the university most modern. I could notice this in the foreword that he has written to the conference volume. Professor Pental, it's my pleasure to welcome you to this inaugural session. I also extend my warm welcome to Professor S.K. Tandon, Pro-Vice Chancellor of the University and the Chairman of the Organizing Committee to this conference. He has provided exemplary guidance and has taken hard pains to make it success. I welcome you, Professor Tandon. And last but not the least, probably it is very difficult at the end of this short, probably long inaugural welcome speech of mine, the name of Dr. Majumdar. He is the brain behind this conference. Met me in the Planning Commission a year ago, and practically thereafter, every month he used to hunt me wherever I was, the whole logistics of the conference. Had he not taken this kind of pains under the benevolent leadership and guidance of Professor Deepak Pental, it is extremely difficult for me to argue that this conference would have been this successful, as your presence shows. He was virtually slogging for making this, each and every minute detail of logistics. And the kind of involvement that he has shown, it is just exemplary. It is my privilege to mention the unique contribution that Dr. Majumdar has made for making this conference successful. Ladies and gentlemen, I express my deep sense of gratitude to all of you, those who have gathered here for this inaugural function in this evening and made possible despite your busy commitments in your routine work. I hope that this conference undoubtedly will be successful in terms of its deliberations and providing the roadmap for building up the future plan for development of the libraries across the world in a globalizing and fast-changing world. University has provided every possible facility for the delegates. But if there is any lacking, as the patron of this conference, I request you with all your magnanimity to bear with us. Thank you very much.